the Crab and Sailor Public House in Whitechapel. Oh, what's that dreadful smell, Mossop?
Me, I expect, sir.
No, I mean that other dreadful smell.
Oh, all of Whitechapel smells like that. Are you sure you want to come here, sir? I mean, it's not exactly the sort of place a fine gentleman like yourself would normally frequent.
It's perfectly all right, Mossop. Besides, it's good to see how the other half lives sometimes, even if it is the lower half. What a repellent little man. I'll wager that he isn't popular with the ladies. Who are you?
I am Jonathan T. Ripper. At your service, sir.
What are you doing here?
I am just strolling along, taking in the sights of London, watching the various deadly sins be performed with alarming regularity.
What's your job?
I am doctor to the royal household by day, and Freemason by night.
What a rich and varied life you must lead. Is there anywhere at all decent here in Whitechapel?
No, they're all cesspits of sin, depravity, and debauchery. Everywhere you look.
Don't you like debauchery, then?
Certainly not. The peddlers of sin should be hung, drawn, and quartered.
Quite right, too. It's high time someone took a stand.
Do you think I should do something about it, then?
Of course. Strike a blow for the normal, decent people of the world. I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you, sir.
Good day to you.
Help me!
Hold on, mister. This here's a private club. Show me your membership card.
Are you used to places like this, Mossop?
I can't afford to get used to them, sir. Not on my wages.
I hope nobody I know sees me here.
If we do meet anybody you know, sir, I'm sure they'll be too busy to notice you.
I have nothing more to say to you.
Righty-ho, sir.
She looks like mutton dressed as, well, mutton, actually. Please, let me in. I'm on an important mission.
Yes, I'm fully aware of what important mission you're on, my love. It's so important that once you've accomplished it, you'll roll over and go to sleep, I'll wager.
No, no. It's nothing like that.
Don't play the innocent with me, Sonny Jim. I eat men like you for breakfast. Well, when I was younger, that is. Show me your membership card or clear off out of it.
That's the man that serves the drinks round here. Good day, barman.
What's it to be then, sir?
Nothing, thank you. I'm just looking around.
Well, don't sit down without buying nothing. I'm not running a hostel here.
He's had far too much to drink.
I love you all.
He looks like a career alcoholic.
My wife doesn't understand me.
It looks incredibly dark in there. I can hear some hushed chatter in there. What a shady character. A real criminal, if ever I saw one. What is your particular line of work?
I'm a forger, mate. I take documents and change them to read how the client wants them to read.
I do not wish to continue this conversation. I haven't seen such an unsavoury cove since I last visited the House of Commons. I daren't open my mouth in front of him for fear that he may steal my tongue. I'm sure he's far better versed in the art of hand-to-hand combat than I am. I doubt very much that he is a respectable member of the community. I think if I spoke to him, he might just murder me. I may as well stab myself through the chest and save him the bother. He obviously works in engineering, judging by the oily nature of his clothing. Hello there. I take it you work in either engineering or sewage, judging by the state of you.
Aye, that I do. I'm an engineer, truth be told. Say, Governor, do me a favour and give me something to wipe my hands on. All this grease is getting on my blinking dinner.
All gentlemen carry one of these to protect them from unnecessary nastiness. Here you are. Wipe your greasy hands on this.
Thank ye kindly, Squire.
I'm not really sure I want this back, but it is mine. Excuse me.
Do you mind? I'm having me dinner.
Charming.
Where to, Governor?
The Royal Scientific Institute, Kensington.
What are we doing here, sir?
We may be able to sell some of my possessions to the Institute to raise funds for the mission.
Where are we going to find the other £7,999 from, then?
I'll have you know that some of my possessions are very valuable indeed. That Ming vase of mine, for example. You know, the one you dropped when you were dusting it. Well, I'm sure I've got some other items that are worth selling. She looks like a very fashionable lady. know anything about science, Mossop?
Not really, sir. I never went to school.
Why didn't you go to school?
Because I was too clever, sir.
Too clever? Are you sure that was the reason?
Well, they said they couldn't teach me anything, and that anything they told me went in one ear and out the other. My father said it was because my brain was full.
Your innate mental capabilities are handed down from your parents, then?
Correct, sir. They never went to school neither.
Are you interested in history, Mossop?
No, sir. My grandmother said that you should always live for the present, because nothing you've done in the past will matter in the future.
And what happened to her?
She was killed by her own boomerang.
I have nothing more to say to you.
Righty-ho, sir.
He stops the rabble getting in.
You can't go through there, sir. It's for historians and scientists only.
How do you know I'm not one of the cognoscenti?
You're dressed too tastefully, sir.
Please let me in. I'm a collector of antiquities.
I'm afraid you'll have to show me that you're a serious collector. This is an elite establishment. We can't let any old riffraff in.
You must let me in. Let me through, or my manservant will bite you.
That wouldn't be wise on his part, sir. I fought in the Crimean War and killed 30 Russian dragoons with just my appendix.
I have come to visit the eminent writer and scientist, Herbert George Wells.
Sorry, sir, he's gone away. He said he'd be back before anyone would even know he was gone.
Look, I've discovered the missing link.
Unless I'm much mistaken, that's your manservant, sir.
Yes, he was under my nose all the time. Isn't that amazing? You don't believe me, do you?
No, sir.
I have in my possession an incredible talking cat.
Sir, this is a respected scientific institute, not Barnum and Bailey's circus.
I won't talk with you now. I'm a busy man. This is part of my collection. Will this convince you that I deserve to be allowed in?
It's a nice piece. Late Phoenician. I'm sorry for doubting you, sir. You are a true aficionado. Please, go on through.
But look at it! It's a monstrosity! It will never work.
You don't know what you're talking about, Tipple. Computing engines are the future of science. To ignore the calculating power of our analytical engine is folly.
But all the Institute's funds have been squandered on this oversized abacus. The future is in exploration. If you would only give me the staff necessary to complete my project.
Oh, yes, your project. To go to the moon? Tipple, you're a fool. Even if you got there, you would find nothing but dust.
That's where you're wrong. By my calculations, there is a resource on the moon of such quantity that the first people to stake a claim will be rich beyond their wildest dreams. And if this institute were to help me in my work, you could build all the analytical engines you wanted with the spoils.
We will not risk any of our staff on your wild goose chase, Tipple. Your plan for getting to the moon is reckless, untested, and probably suicidal.
We'll see who has the last laugh.
Pompous old academics. What would they know about anything? If they wouldn't reason with the professor, they certainly won't talk to me. That's Professor Tipple, one of London's more eccentric inventors. I think he's too irate to talk to at the moment. I should wait until he's calmed down a little. He looks after the exhibits in the Institute. What an amazing machine! It can analyze things. Well, I suppose it could help children with their schoolwork or something.
Kindly refrain from tampering with the exhibits.
never seen anything like it. It might be something to do with the analytical engine. Maybe I can use this to help that little professor chap. It's covered in little holes placed in a precise pattern. Maybe if I were to make a few new holes, I could sabotage their machine. It appears that one can insert thin items into the engine via that slot. Good grief! All this amazing technology, and all people want to do with it is play games. But I'm sure science will prevail. Computer games will never catch on. Maybe I can use this to help that little professor chap. She looks like a very fashionable lady.